Hello everybody, it's Renee from the Hermit's Moon. I want to welcome you to my channel, and I especially want to welcome all my fellow Virgos, Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. We are here to do a love relationship reading for you all. I'm doing this in honor of Beltane. Happy Beltane, everyone. If you're not familiar with that Sabbat, this is where we celebrate the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together to create the great divine. It's a time where we celebrate love, passion, and creativity. So I thought, what better time than now to do a relationship reading? So we're going to use several decks. I'm going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle to see what spirit animal Virgos can call on to give them some insight into their love life. Let's go ahead and shuffle the cards now. I want to remind you all, this is a reading for the collective. It's going to be very general. If something doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. That message just wasn't meant for you. But I also invite you, check out your moon sign and your rising sign videos as well. You can really get some good information from those too. Okay, Spirit, what do Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising, my fellow Virgos, what do we need to know to manifest a beautiful love life? Okay, guys. We have Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. Beautiful. Okay, this can be hard for some of us Virgos. I know we're usually a very introverted personality. It's hard for us maybe to step out, be that bold person. But be fearless right now, Virgo. Tap into your inner strength and really put yourself out there, especially my single Virgos. If you are looking to manifest love into your life, if you're looking to meet someone, it might require you taking the first step, taking the initiative. It's okay. The worst that can happen is they're going to say no, but don't worry about that. Now, for my Virgos that are committed, excuse me, and in a relationship, this is a time for you to be passionate, guys. It's a time for you to really reach out to your partner. Let them know they're loved and appreciated and valued. So take the initiative to do that. Beautiful, beautiful energies there for my fellow Virgos. Always good advice. Every once in a while, sometimes we can be modest as Virgos, and it's hard for us to really make that first step, but our partners always appreciate it when we do. Okay, Spirit, what do my fellow Virgos need to know about their relationship? Give us some guidance with the romance angels. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This is great advice, Virgo. It might be time for you to have a sit down with your partner. It doesn't have to be all serious. Maybe you can just make a special dinner, make it romantic, but really just start having heart-to-heart conversations with your partner. That's going to really lead to helping your relationship evolve into something that will be very special. It's time to level up in our love lives. So don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, be bold, and take the initiative to have those awkward conversations. They don't have to be awkward, but you can make them be really heartfelt. Now, for my single Virgos, this is so important for you to do, to get to know the person that you're going out with. If you meet someone, or if someone new is coming into your life, don't be afraid to have some heart-to-heart conversations. It doesn't have to be all serious. You don't have to make a big to-do out of it, but really open up and let people know your thoughts, your feelings on issues that matter to you. And you can find out if you're a good match that way. If they have very similar feelings and ideas, great. If they don't, you might need to know that. Especially in the areas of like family, children, politics, religion. It's okay to have these conversations. You need to get to know who it is that you're possibly thinking about having a relationship with. Okay, what does the Divine Masculine want us Virgos to know about our relationships and our love life? We're just going to pull one card. Okay, Palm Tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. My goodness, this is Virgo energy to the T. We're the mutable earth sign. That means we're flexible. We usually like to take care of other people. We're a service sign. We love to be of service to people. That requires us to be flexible. But we also crave security and stability. We're a very practical sign. Virgo, these are traits that just come natural to you. But this is a good sign to see Palm Tree coming into the reading. If you're in a long-term relationship or a committed relationship, you know, we see permanence here and growth. That's a really good message for you guys, that you might be in a relationship that's going to make it the distance. You're in it for the long haul. Now, for my new single people, for my Virgos, this is something you might want to think about when you are having these heart-to-heart conversations with people. How serious are they? How motivated are they to have the same qualities, the same kind of relationship that you want, the same goals? You know, if you are craving security and stability, make sure that the person that you're talking to, that you're thinking about going down that road with, is interested in that too, before you get too invested, okay? I'm not saying stop right now if you all don't have the same goals and dreams, but it's worth knowing. You need to know this before you give your heart. Okay, from the Divine Feminine, what is some more information? I'm going to take this one. What's the more information from my Virgos, my fellow Virgos, about our relationships and our love life? Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. This is another perfect card for Virgo. Virgo energy rules the birth chart house of health and self-care and how we take care of ourselves. I'm a Virgo sun, and I will tell you this. Since I was probably about 20 years old, I've always been interested in having a healthy lifestyle, taking care of myself, working out. This is something that we Virgos usually crave. It's usually a very important quality to us. So make sure that you guys are making healthy choices in your relationships as well. Now, if you're in a committed relationship, is there anything that is going on in the relationship that's not quite healthy? Is it something that's not serving you, that's stressing you out, that isn't for your highest and greatest good? It's time to have those heart-to-heart conversations, remember. Let your partner know what's going on in your head. Let them know what your needs are. And for my singles, you really need to make healthy choices in this time around. As you're out there meeting people, as you're interviewing potential love interests, make sure you're making healthy choices too. You don't want to go down the wrong road and invest a lot of time and energy in someone that doesn't have your highest and greatest good at heart either. Okay, beautiful cards on the table for my Virgos. I like it. Okay, guys, we are going to pull some tarot cards now. Spirit, what do my Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know to manifest more love? And what do we need to know about our love lives? Guys, I'm going to take this time as I'm shuffling to invite you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. I also would love for you to check out my Patreon, see if that would be a good fit for you there. It's a good energy exchange, which is very important between a reader and a client, not necessarily a client, but a querent. We'll call you that. That's usually what we in the reading community refer to as the person we're reading for. But anyway, I'm going to pull 7 cards now, and I will explain what each of these cards means in the layout as we go through them. Okay, Virgo, let's see what your cards are. We have 5 of Wands. Interesting, this showed up in the Capricorn position as well. I just did that one. Strength, beautiful. That one's here. We have 5 of Cups. We also have Death. And we have the Hanged Man. Okay, guys, right away I'm going to tell you, I see 3 major arcana cards. This is going to be, this is very important to note, because the major arcana show up during important times in our life to teach us important lessons, pivotal moments. We have the 2 of Pentacles and another major arcana, the Magician. Interesting, guys. So 4 major arcana cards showed up for us, Virgo. 4 out of 7. That's a pretty hefty reading. This is going to be very relevant, very important for some of you Virgos. Okay, the first card is our 5 of Wands, and this is in the current state of our relationship. So this is about conflict, turmoil, and challenges. If you're in a committed relationship, maybe you have been experiencing this. Maybe you guys have been going through a rough time. That's natural at this day and age right now. We're going through the pandemic as I'm recording this video. Very stressful time. But this could also be about inner conflict, Virgo. What's stressing you out in the relationship? What's bothering you? Is there outer turmoil with your partner? Are you guys having a lot of trouble? It's time to really sit with this, process it, and then figure out a plan to nurture the relationship and get it back on track where it needs to be, or let it go. You know, it you're going to be the one that has to decide that. For my single Virgos, I feel like you have been in an inner conflict trying to find the right partner. This is kind of a good thing though, Virgo. It's okay for you to be conflicted, and it's okay for you to put yourself in that position. You want to manifest the right person. Maybe you've been through a string of relationships that have been failures. You're really wanting some stability and security that the palm tree was telling us about. And you're tired of these half-assed relationships. It's time to move forward, and it's time to really embrace that strength and that stability that most Virgos crave. Okay, what feeds your relationship at this time, guys? This is the Leo card. So some of you, if you are in a relationship with a Leo, this is significant, guys. This means you're in the right place, you're getting the right reading. Some of you might be a Leo cusp. I'm an August 25th Virgo. I'm a Leo cusp. So this is also confirmation and validation that you are getting the right information, Virgo. Good for you. But what feeds your relationship right now? This is that Leo strength. This about having the dynamic ability to lead the relationship in the direction you want it to go. It's about taking charge, having the courage to step outside, to be bold and fearless in what you want in the relationship and how you want it to manifest. Beautiful confirmation there, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, what part of your relationship is blossoming? And we have the Five of Cups. Okay, this is a card of melancholy, which a lot of Virgos, we fall into that category in the personality quizzes. We can be a bit melancholy sometimes. Sometimes you can be a person who's focusing on the negative rather than the positive. You want to turn away from anything that's negative, that's holding your relationship back from growth, guys. That's going to help your relationship blossom. Be positive. Put that love and light out into the relationship. Make sure that you are feeding it positive energy and not negative energy. If you are dealing with this conflict, it's time to put that back now. You've got 2 5s on the table, guys. That's about change, challenges, and realigning, or it can lead to loss. So it's really time right now for you to evaluate just where you want this relationship to go. And if you're in it for the long haul, it's time to develop a more positive outlook for that. If you're a single Virgo and you're out and about, you know, you're not going to attract anybody to you being melancholy, being down in the dumps, looking like a depressed individual. It's time to put more positivity into your mindset. Start looking at affirmations. I have many affirmation readings on my channel, and you can go back and find those. But it's time for you guys to do some inner work, and it's time for you to start really developing a more positive mindset towards attracting love into your life and towards building up and evolving your current relationship. Okay, something that is a challenge for my fellow Virgos right now. We have the Death card showing up. Excuse me, guys. Now remember, the Death card is not to be feared, y'all. It's not a physical death. This is about change and transformation and leveling up. So what's challenging your relationship right now? Maybe you're having a hard time making the changes that are necessary. Maybe you and your partner are not on the same page. You know, it's time to have those heart-to-heart conversations, making sure that you guys both want the same thing to determine whether you need to progress any further in this relationship. Okay, but it's really time right now for you to embrace evolving, embrace that energy of change, and really do the work and commit to it to make those changes happen. Now, if you are a single person and you're out there really trying to meet someone, this is a great card to see because change is on the horizon. That means you're in a single state right now, but you might be attracting that positive person into your life. Change is coming in. This is a good card to see, guys. Okay, what needs to be pruned in the relationship in order for it to move forward? And we have the Hanged Man. Now, this is a card of perspective. It's about surrender. So maybe you need to surrender some of your ideas. Let your partner really communicate with them. find out what is that your partner needs. But it's time for you to maybe look at things from their perspective. You know, look, this hangman is hanging upside down. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This is all about having a fresh perspective on the relationship if you want it to grow. Now, for my singles, maybe you need to change how you are going about trying to meet people. If you're hanging out in bars, if you're running into the same circle of people all the time, you know, how are you going to really meet somebody new if you're doing the same thing day in and day out? Maybe it's time to give that up. Maybe it's time to surrender that barfly life. Do something. What are your passions? What are you happy about? What are you excited about doing? Maybe there's clubs out there that you can join. But maybe just getting out in the park with your camera, if you're a photographer, if that's a passion, that's going to draw attention to you. Somebody's going to take notice of you. It could strike up a conversation. You never know how you're going to meet that special someone, guys. And a lot of times it's when you're not focused on meeting them that they actually come into your life. That's exactly how it happened for my husband and myself. I was going through a divorce. I was not interested in finding another partner in any way, shape, or form. And then lo and behold, my soulmate showed up. So you just never know. Okay, what nourishes you in this relationship? And we have the Two of Pentacles. This is the card of balance and focus. A healthy balance in the relationship is really going to give you guys the security and the stability that you crave, Virgo. It can't be too one-sided. It cannot be one person always getting their way. And, you know, especially as a Virgo, a lot of times we are that sign of service. We can be a martyr, and it's very easy for us to give up our power sometimes and let the other person win. Just remember that you are worth standing up in this relationship too, guys. You are worth being an equal partner. Your wants and needs are valid, and that might need to be part of the heart-to-heart conversation that you need to have with your partner. Maybe you're not feeling like there's a healthy balance in your relationship. Okay, for my singles, make sure that when you find out someone, when you're out there looking, that there's a balance there as well. Make sure that it's not too one-sided. If you're having to be the chaser, if you're having to be the one constantly reaching out to that person, have that conversation and say, look, I'm getting a vibe that maybe you're not that interested. I need more from you. Have these difficult conversations. But the only way you're going to acquire balance is if you seek it and if you really make it a priority. Now, guys, whenever this card shows up, it's a financial card. And it's about having balance and focus with your finances as well. So I always give people a little heads up. Look, make sure your checkbook is balancing out. Make sure there's not more going out than coming in. Just a little side note. Okay, the outcome for my Virgos. Beautiful. We have the Master Manifestor, the Magician. This is the card you want to see for all my single Virgos that are trying to manifest love into your life. Good for you guys. It's going to happen. You are actively using the law of attraction. You're speaking positive affirmations. You're doing exercises that are going to help you raise your vibration, attract that positive energy into your life. Good for you. It's working, Virgo. Keep up the good work. If you're not doing it, start doing it. Okay? We're always working with the law of attraction, guys, whether we're doing it consciously or unconsciously. So you might as well be doing it consciously and making it work for you and not against you. For my committed people that are in a relationship, this is a beautiful energy to see as well, Virgo. Good for you. Your relationship goals are going to happen. You need to make sure you and your partner are on the same page. Make sure you're communicating with those heart-to-heart conversations. Make sure that your goals and dreams are in alignment with each other, and there's nothing unstoppable. You guys are unstoppable. You're going to be a great match. You're going to have that love that people are envious of. Beautiful, beautiful cards, guys. Virgo, I hope this reading resonated with you. I got some good information for my own relationships. Like I said, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, join me on my Patreon. I love you all. I'm wishing you joy, love, health, and wealth. Namaste. Mwah.